All right, ladies, let's cool down. Make sure you have a mat, maybe some water. Okay. So good to get that workout in on the Friday and the stretch on this Friday, preparing ourselves for an awesome weekend ahead. Let's reach side to side. We're painting the sky. Wouldn't it be cool if we had the keys to create like that? That would be amazing. But let's bring it to one side stretch. Side lunge, reaching over, stretching our side and looking up to the sky. And we're doing deep breaths, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good, now let's straighten out that bottom leg, tops of the fingertips down, and we continue to look up. Good. We're gonna bring both hands down to the ground beside our foot, and we're gonna do a runner's lunge, dynamic movement up and down. And then bring the bottom knee down for a runner's lunge. If we want, we can keep our hands beside our feet, or we can reach up to the sky, warrior arms, softening the face and releasing any tension that's in the jaw, softening our eyes and our eyebrows. Good, and tops, or the hands come down. We push both legs up straight, folding over that front leg. Good, and from this position, we're slowly going to push back, hinging and leaning into the back hip, bringing the front toe to the sky. We're getting a deep stretch in that front leg hamstring, which is a very deep stretch. Good, and slowly coming forward again. Then we come up one vertebrae at a time. We're gonna reach our right arm back to our right toe, or left arm to left toe. Bring that toe up to the glute. We're stretching out the quadriceps. Both knees are close together. Hold onto a chair for balance. Good, slowly releasing. We're gonna take that same toe and leg up and over the stabilized leg. Pressing back into our hips. Weight is in the heel and the hip. We're getting a stretch in the gluteus maximus. The more we lean over the front of that thigh, the deeper the stretch. We can hold onto a chair for balance. Good, and slowly up and release, bringing that leg back. We're centering off to the front of the room. We're gonna dip down, down, up, opening up those hips. Taking those deep cleansing breaths. Bringing that heart rate down. Good, let's come to the other side stretch. Leaning over, gazing up to the sky. Straightening out that bottom knee, tops of the fingertips down. Continue to gaze up. This is a steep stretch in the inner thigh. We're drawing our belly button to our spine. Good. And we're gonna swoop down, both hands come beside the foot, bringing the back knee up and down for a dynamic runner's lunge. Good, and the bottom knee comes all the way down to the ground for a runner's lunge. We're gonna hold static. If we want, we can reach our arms up to the sky, warrior arms. Our face is soft. Release all the tension. The only pressure is in the back hip. Good, and tops of the hands down. Beside our foot, both legs come up straight, hips to sky. Both feet are firmly planted in the ground. We're getting a stretch and hamstring. Nice, and slowly we're going to continue to hold this pose, but push back, hinging in that back hip and drawing the front toe to the sky. And a really deep stretch in that hamstring. Head unfolding over again. Slowly, we're going to come up one vertebrae at a time, reaching arms up to a full warrior, pressing weight into that back hip. And slowly, we're going to come up, grabbing my left arm to my left toe, getting a stretch in that quad. Good, and slowly release, taking that same foot, dragging it up and over the top of the stabilized leg, pushing my weight into the hips and heels. Getting a stretch in that gluteus maximus. We can hold onto a chair for balance. Good, and slowly coming up, one vertebrae at a time, reaching the leg back. I'm going to come to the one side of my mat and walk my hands down in front of me for a downward dog. Lifting my hips to the sky, pressing my feet into the ground, pressing my heels into the ground. Feels so good in those hamstrings. And slowly push through to a plank position, and from plank we're going to slowly push through to upward dog. Holding upward dog, we can hold it on our wrists or we can bring it down to our forearms. We do want pressure in the lower back, but we don't want pain. Good. Slowly, let's bring it down one vertebrae at a time. Down to our tummy and then our chest. And then we're going to slowly push back one vertebrae at a time to child's pose, releasing all the pressure from the lower back. We're reaching our arms out in front of us. Feels so good. And slowly, let's press back up to another downward dog. This time, my hands are going to come a little closer to my feet. I'm getting a deeper stretch in the back of the legs, pressing my heels into the ground. Working through my deep breaths. Good. This time we're going to push through to a plank again, but from plank we're going to draw one knee bent through the hands. We're going to fold over the front of that thigh. A stretch in the gluteus maximus. This is called pigeon. Good, and slowly come up, push back to a plank, readjust. Now we're drawing the other knee bent through the hands, folding over the front of that thigh. Deep stretch. And slowly from here, we're going to push back to a plank position. And from plank, we're going to draw our knees down to a tabletop. Arching our backs all the way up to the sky in a cat pose. And then slowly swaying the back and drawing our head and chin up and back. Good. Working through calf and cow. And working through our spine. taking deep breaths. Good, one last pat, one last count. Good, let's sit on our seat bones. We're gonna draw our feet together and bring them towards our pelvic bone. Our knees come out to the side in butterfly. Crown of our head is shining bright to the sky. Our head's aligned with our spine and our gaze is straight in front of us. And we're taking deep breaths. Let's rotate our head right to left, forward and up. Good, one more right to left. Nice, now we're gonna go left to right. Working through any tension, any buildup, and release. Two more, and one more left to right. Good, up and forward, nice job. Let's push our legs out in front of us in a pike position, reaching our fingertips to our toes and drawing the back towards our chest. Feels so good. Belly button to spine. Good. Slowly release. We're going to draw our legs out side to side in a straddle position. I'm taking my right arm and reach over to my left toe as I push both seat bones into the ground, not letting my seat bones come up. Getting a deep stretch in my side as I gaze up to the sky. Good. Slowly come up one vertebrae at a time. We're going to reach our other arm to our other leg. This time my left arm, reaching to my right toe, looking up, seat bones firmly planted on the ground. Good, slowly coming up one vertebrae at a time. Nice job. Bringing our legs together. We're coming up on both feet for a crouched position. My feet are almost touching, basically touching. And I'm pressing my feet and my heels all the way into the ground. The pressures in the back heel. Working on stretching my Achilles tendons. Good, and slowly pushing my hips up to the sky, hanging here in upside down pike. And slowly coming up one vertebrae at a time. Giving me 5 shoulder rolls up and back. Good, and one more. Nice job taking one arm across the body, putting pressure in that shoulder, stretching out the shoulder. Feels good. Nice, slowly release. And the other arm up and over, across the body, across the chest. Good. Interlacing my fingers behind my back, I'm going to bring my arms up to the sky as I slowly hinge over, getting a deep stretch in my rotator cuffs. Those shoulders work hard today. They need this stretch. And slowly coming up. Release. One last stretch. I'm going to bring one arm up, bent, putting pressure in that shoulder, reaching the hand below the neck, towards the shoulder blades, stretching out my tricep. Good, and slowly release. Last stretch. Other arm bent, stretching that tricep, reaching my hand to my shoulder blade. Taking those deep breaths. So thankful it's Friday. awesome weekend ahead with family and friends. Good, slowly, and release. Let all the pressure release through the hands, all the energy release through the fingertips. Nice job. Happy Friday. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Love you all, and see you soon.